Okay, Rabbi Isai.
Yes.
Ready to start. We're going to be learning today Zevachim Daf Samech Zayin. Let's start. We're starting the Gemara right after the Mishnah, and talking about remember that Rabbi Yeshua's Shita in the Mishnah is when you have Oila Sa'oif, Oila with Ayin, Oif with Ayin, you do it up. And when he did it in the bottom, he did it below. And he did it with a maisa of chatos. And he did l'shem chatos. What's the din?
Nope.
The din becomes a chatos.
Right.
It's good. It is good. It becomes a chatos. Let's see now the Gemara. Look the Gemara. Now we had already a debate in the Mishnah. As we mentioned, the debate in the Mishnah was a logical debate. Let's see. The Gemara continues a little bit of logical debate with the Kavachiris. Tanya Wala Abulazar Labishua. Ashov Sheshachtoi Bitsafoy Lishem Shlamim. If you have a Ashov that you do in the north of the base of Mikdash, and you do it for Shlamim, so you change it. Same differently Shua. With the Samach Zayin with the Aleph right after the Mishnah. Right after the Mishnah. Right. Yeah. Sheshidot Shmoy Uboy Boy. You change its name. It used to be Chatos. It used to be Ashov. And now you made it Shlavim, and you still have Me'ilah. It's not real Lachila. Because you ruined it. You change his name from the Chatos, Shiva Lubo, remember, the base of the Mishnah is about Me'ilah. Do I have Me'ilah? I do not have Me'ilah. We said that if it's Kosher L'Karani, we have no Me'ilah.
So what's he saying over here then?
You bring a right from Ashov.
Right?
Ashov that I changed to Shlabim doesn't help. So why would Oil Sa'if that I changed to Chata Sa'if does help? Not the Shaila.
We said there's no Mila in it.
By Shlabim there's no Me'ilah, but if you did Ashov for Shlabim, there is Me'ilah. So Chatas is no Me'ilah, you did Oil for Chatas, it should also it should still have Me'ilah. There should be Me'ilah, like Ashov they do for Shlabim, there's still Me'ilah. Right? Says the Gemara, so I'm still doing it in the right location, doing it in the north. Here I changed the location too. Instead of doing it at the top of his back, doing it at the bottom of his back. It has to be completely new. He changed his name to Chatos Oif, and he changed the location. You did it in the south, and you did it for Shlamim. Okay, so now I'm changing the location. I'm doing it by Durham. Shishira Shmoy Vishiras Bekoyboy. You change his name and you change his location. Uvali boy. Avato Altidwalo Oilo. Shabishira Shmo Vishiras Bekoyboy Uvali boy. So Oilo, you change the name to Chatos. You change his location to down. Viveilo. In other words, so meaning this should still be Me'ilah. You want to say, Rabbi Yeshua, that the oil that completely changed the Chatos turns to be like a Chatos and there's no Me'ilah. But you see by Asher, when I completely changed to Shabim, changes location, changes the place, it still has a din of Asher. Remember, there's three things you have to change. Shua, what's the tension? Location, and I have a third thing. The Maisim. The Ma'isa of Asham and Ashlam is the same thing. You shech mostly money. You do this week, same thing. I mean, by here, exactly. By here, the Ma'isa of Oilo Sa'if and Chatasov is different. Third Oilo Shishit Shmov Shishit Ma'isa she has become. There's three differences. Okay, that was the answer. What is the answer? Asham. What is he saying, Ablozer? I need to have three things. I need to have change of place. I need to have change of name. I need to have change of method. Says Rav, one thing, I do have such a concept. We have change of all three. It still doesn't help. Where is it? You do Ashov in the south, change the location. L'shem, Shlamim, change L'shmo. Beshidri Bailim, different odor. Shishira Shmo, you change his name. Shiras Bekoyim, its location. Shiras Maiso, because it changed the Bailim. So where the sands also considered to be a change. Midaloika by Leachi. Shachis finished. The Oka Malachi. Yagi Shvabi, no. No, he's a Belezer, Letaiva, Rabbi Shua. The fact that Rabbi Lezer did not answer that, you see, Rabbi Lezer understood something in Rabbi Shua that we're missing over here. Rabbi Shua, Oila Saif, Shos Labato, Kebai Sichatos, Lashem Chatos. Right? Oila Saif, you're doing the wrong location, and you're doing the wrong rice, and you're doing the wrong Gishmo. Kevad Shebolog Bo Sibon Echod. Says, I'll tell you what happens. Here, once I do one siman, once I cut one siman, now it's also as the Gemara goes on to explain. It's Chatazoif. Sorry, Chatazoif. Once I did one siman, it goes Chatazoif. Meaning, that's what Rashi explains it over here, but we're going to have to wait for the full build-up the next 2-3 lines. When you do one siman, is that anything wrong? How many simanim do you do by Oil Soif? Simanim. 2. There's only 2 simanim.
Two.
Up.
3 ayahs.
That's what we came up with.
So that's
2 or 3?
2. There's no 3 simanim. There's only 2 simanim.
There's 2 ayahs.
Exactly. Chad Soif, you do only 1. Right? Oil Soif, when you do 1, did you do anything wrong? I can't only 1 siman. No, he's supposed to do 2. He's in the middle of the process.
Right.
Elamah, when right after he's not doing the second one, so then it's not going to be oil. But before, when he just cut the first one, he still didn't do anything wrong with the oil. But he's doing a ma'aseh chatos because chatos is 1,
right.
and he has a machshava for chatos, and he's doing a wrong location. So the
Why is
chatos
it the wrong location?
because it's the bottom.
But the malika can be done anyway, no?
Wrong location when he does the mitzvah. Very good. It's not the malika. You're right.
But you're saying at that point when he's doing the one.
Right, you're right.
He's
He's not doing the third. He's gonna do the third. You're right. He's starting the process. You're right. He didn't finish yet doing the chatos. Right now, you're right. A correction. Not the wrong location. The wrong location will be determined later. But he already been doing one l'shem chatos. He's already starting the process of chatos without ruining the oila. That's the point. He's not ruining the oila yet. He's not ruining yet the oila. Oh. So that's what Rabbi Yeshua is saying. Rabbi Yeshua starts to understand Rabbi Yeshua. You know why when I do oila as a chatos, walks like a chatos, talks like a chatos, like we mentioned? You know why then it's oila? Why then it's a chatos? Because it became chatos before it became possible. Before anything wrong happened, already something new came in. So like oila is like, am I oila? Boom, he was kidnapped by the chatos. Other things, if I change it, I ruined it. So now you want to say, okay, I ruined it, but let's make it something new. It's too late, you ruined it. But oila, before I ruined it, already I fixed it. I gave it another shape. I did one sim, but I'm still okay. So it says the Gemara. Once he did one miliko, before anything wrong happened. Says the Gemara, 1 second. The achi, chatasoif nabi. Also chatasoif. If that's a svaro, so why do chatasoif up? And I'm doing 2 simanim. Once I did the first siman, because when he's doing the first siman, if he didn't do anything wrong yet, he has in mind to make an oil. Says the Gemara, maybe you see that's true. Whatever the Mishnah says, that's how it is. Meaning, what is that it is? The only case the Mishnah talks about is the oila in chatos. We never spoke about chatos, not oila. No other case. According to you, why not? When I did the first siman, I didn't nothing wrong happened yet, but I have a chshav for oila. Says the Gemara, so the Gemara answers first of all, loy kachi atzor shekula mishnah. No, it could be interchange. You could, meaning that saw is that the mishnah is okay, but you could be the opposite. Not exactly word for word, but the concept comes out for the mishnah. Hashua mishnah oila soy shesol bat k'vay sechatos shemchatos kivad de'ach sher b'siman echod de'ach sher b'shnei simanim chatos what's oila 2 simanim. Oila so for the bat so you don't have oila so for the bottom. This goes back to your question. Yeah. Okay. Keva, well, he's doing it at the bottom. I think about your question that it's We'll get to that in a moment. We're going to address it in a moment. So he says, right away it does because chatoif. Why? Oh, here's the point. That's going to your question. You clarify for me the shot here of the Gemara that wasn't so clear about. Oil soif you can't do malika everywhere. Chata soif you can do malika everywhere. Chata you can do malika everywhere. Malika you can't.
So early you have to start the process now.
Hadap. So the oil, if I'm in the bottom, I'm doing malika, so I'm ready to do something wrong. That's what the Gemara says. Oil soif l'mato leis. I don't have l'mato. In other words, I'm in the wrong place already. I'm doing one. I'm basically designating this to be a chatos. Because what are you doing down here? So before I ruined it, I didn't ruin it yet, even though it's a labato, but it still didn't ruin it. And we'll see in a moment why I didn't ruin it yet. But because it wasn't yet ruined, and it already looks like a chatos, it turns to be a chatos. And the chatos but belika can be anywhere. When he did one simon, when he does one simon, he is he's puzzled. Why? Because he's thinking oilo, right? The Gemara says as far as like this. By oilo, as I'm starting the process, I'm already making it a chatos because I'm in the bottom of this bech. Already making it a chatos. So before oil soif got ruined, it's already a chatos. So the good came before the bad. What's the bad? Ruined it. It's not oil. Chatos is a new thing.
But if that's the case, then why is it simon?
Oh, 1 second. So we'll get 1 second to your question. Oil soif, when chatos soif is done on top, when I did one simon, that's fine. You can do one simon on top because I can cut the chatos anywhere. So nothing yet made it into oil. So when does it become oil? When I cut the next simon, then I ruined it. So the ruining it and the shame oil come in the same moment. So when do I say that something transforms to be something else? Is before it got ruined, it already had the name of something else. So oil soif that I do in the bottom. When I do in the bottom, I'm not supposed to do in the bottom. It didn't ruin it yet. Say the moment why not. But I do one simon, it already looks like a chatos. Before the oil got ruined, that's what it was a chatos. Chatos I do on top. When I do one, nothing happened yet. When I do two, I'm already rooting it. So the rooting it comes together with the shem oil, doesn't turn to be other. That's what he says. Now, I think when you're bothering you, if I'm doing oil on the bottom, why is that considered to be that rooting it?
And then why is where the shame now?
Yeah. So here because he started, the Toysa says the name of Chaim. She comments. I didn't want to. She comments is printed on the side of the Gemara.
Not on my side. Oh, here it is.
Entire time, right in front of our eyes.
Always side.
We're looking at the whole night last.
You know what? After the picture, I'm like, shit, I don't have time. I don't have shit.
She comments on Kachim is a side. Sometimes very long. Sometimes doesn't have enough room on the daf, so you have an extra. This is what you have extra in the back. It's called ashmotas. They're in the back. Ashmotas means whatever you could fill in the blot, you put over here. You see, like a lot of material. Very small letter.
A lot of underlines over there.
Yeah, a lot of underlines. You have to go through it. That's it.
Ah.
That's how you get the shitty commences. So let's see with us. You know all you need to do is just look at it. No, I'll show you. Of course you have a sign. No, it's right at the end of the Gemara. Once you get to the end of Zevachim, here it is.
Before the Marsha.
Yeah, right at the door. Because you follow it out.
Even our scroll has it.
Even our school has it.
So the problem is with this print, this is what Ari loves. I know Ari loves it. Look at it.
Wow.
You love it, right?
So much need to commit so little time.
Anyway, it says we have over here.
Wow.
Now the rule is in order to rule the carbon, you have to have two psulim. So when you do one, you do the bottom, nothing yet bad happened. There's only one. Has to be two. That's what. What?
But your l'shem chatos is one.
The shem chatas one is not enough.
Right. What l'shem chatos and then the simon. That makes it.
No, but the simon didn't ruin it because one simon.
So it's l'shem chatos and you're doing it downstairs.
Because location.
So the shame and location.
I hear. But
Why is the shame not a factor?
Right.
Why does that play in?
Very good question. You did root Yeshayla is the Sibit. The Shmuel.
That should be two. That should be two
That's
strikes
one of the
already?
three things. Why is it not considered one of them?
I don't know, I have to figure it out. Go back to it. Good Shaila.
Good silent. Good touch.
So it's Chatas Shosor Shal Yishmoy Agati Shem Chatas Allah. I'll tell you why. Because Oylo Shal Yishmoy is still kosher. That's right. Oylo Shal Yishmoy is still kosher.
Still becomes another right.
So it's still kosher. It's still kosher carbon. Only Chatas Shal Yishmoy is possible. Oylo Shal Yishmoy is not possible. So when I'm doing the Shem Chatas, it's not possible yet. And doesn't work for the odor, but it's not possible. So what is the psul of oila? Is the fact that it's below, and the fact that you have to do two simanim. Here I didn't do yet. I did one simon and didn't do anything wrong yet. Elamai, I did it below. It's only one. That doesn't make it a problem. When will it become a problem? When I don't do the second. When I wait too long to do the second, that's already became a chatas before. That's what Tosfos learns. He says, right. Okay, so that's what it is. I want to go through again through the Rashi Tosfos to make sure that everything we covered all bases over here. But that's the idea that comes out over here. Chatas, Oila did the chatas before it became wrong. It only one change. It became a chatas. So the good came before any bad happened. Mashaykin, when you do chatas above, so you right away. I mean, you didn't really nothing wrong happened. When you do the second simon, that's also when you do shlo yishma. Everything happens at the same time, and the bad and the good comes together, so it can't transfer to something else. Okay, says the Gemara. Kufa. We did one simon shel yishma became possible, right? Because psul. We're talking about what's preventing it. Here, when you're doing it up there, doing one relika. Right? I'll have to go back to the Lashon Gemara. Gufo. He did oil soy for the bottom. For chatos, looks like a chatos, walks like a chatos, talks like a chatos. You do one, it becomes chatos off. Says the Gemara, oh, I have a problem with this. So very good. Toshma now we're turning around to a new Masechta. It's called Maseches Kidim. From here until the middle of tomorrow's daf, we're going to bring three Mishnayos in Maseches Kidim. Maseches Kidim is Maseches. Yeah, very, very difficult. We'll see a little taste today, and tomorrow we'll see a bigger taste. So the Kidim is bird. It says in the Mishnah of Ovis, which is Haggadah, Kidim means a pair of birds.
Pair of birds.
Yeah. Cade. Cade means a pair of birds. Yeah, I mean, the cade really means a nest. But for the purpose of kidim, it means a woman who gives birth, for example, a woman is a zav or a zav, have to bring kidim to Beis Hamikdash.
Okay.
So learning Maseches Kidim is a big Indian. Big thing. It says in the Mishnah in Ovis, in Perek Gimel, Maseches Ovis, it says that kidim and Pis and Nida had Pischei Halachas. I think that's a Lashon. So the sinner, but says the Bartanura, the ikar schar Torah shebape you give him Maseches Kidim. Why? So it says there the attachments on the Sefer Mogen Avos because it's so difficult, it's complicated. So you have to put all your effort to open your mind. And he says that's why the end of Maseches Kidim, the last mission of Maseches Kidim says that the older they get, they lose their mind. You know, you see an old man who's Amaretz, does not really 100% function. But at the Mechachim, the older they get, the wiser they get. Why? So he says that's what's the end of Maseches Kidim. Because Maseches Kidim is so hard, you have to open your mind, you have to really train your das. That's what you have to do. So let's see a little bit of a taste already of Maseches Kidim right now. Because what's the we're talking about this, remember the concept. Yeshua tells us that Maseches, that Oilo, which is moving out of Maseches Kidim. So that's where Oilo that's done at the bottom with L'Shem Chatos, and one siman turns to be a chatos. Let's see now part of the Masechta. Masechta Skini speaks about birds have to go to the base of English. You have to bring birds. So a lot of the Masechta is discussing different scenarios where these things got mixed up. You don't know what to do. So let's see the first case. Toshma.
And these birds are not to be confused with ifis.
It's ifis. It is.
Ifis are chick, right? So it's
Same thing.
birds.
No, ifis in base of English is always a dove or a pigeon. That's what
It's not
they
a
are.
chicken.
Not chicken.
Ifis, that was chicken.
No, it's not in modern Hebrew. Irf means a bird, and
A dove or a
a pigeon. That's what they call it.
And a keenum is a
Pair of either two doves or two pigeons, either or. Okay. So what you have, the case that we're going to talk about is your lettuce, two women, your lettuce or zava. They have to each bring two birds. One is a oila, one is a chatos. That doesn't mean one bird is a oila, one bird is a chatos. Yeah, that's it. By the way, just maybe to mention that the Yo Gutmacher, big guy in Europe, his son wrote a book with a sefer on Masechtas Kidim called Cain Fereshis, I think it's called. Cain Stuma. He says, and here the Agdom, he's supposed to say what's the Ma'as of Masechtas Kidim. So one of the Ma'as of Masechtas Kidim is the Kidim you have to bring. Any other korban, you may not have to bring it. Chatos, maybe you didn't do a chait, you have to bring. Shlomi B'noila, you donate, you bring. You donate, don't bring.
Had that baby.
Cain, you have to bring the Kidim.
Right.
Kidim, you have to bring. Kidim, every woman who gives birth has to bring a Cain. Any person who had a discharge has to bring a Cain.
You want to bring it.
But not to come with, you're talking about a different hand. What it's amazing. But what you have to bring is part of your life. The same way you have to have tefillin, the same way you have to have mezuzah, you have to bring a Cain. That's even the other karbonis. You don't necessarily have to bring it. That's one of the miles of Sechas Kidim. That's what to say. Okay, so let's see. Chatos Lazu.
But it's coming from a place. Is it coming from a place of taida? It's coming from a place of
No, chatos and oil. Chatos is a chatos.
chatas. So why
So
is
it says there why
chatas?
chatos because a woman who gives birth because she has so much pain, she
She'll
swears she never have children again.
Another child.
That's one real, yeah. Okay, so we have like this.
These days they have epidural. You know,
So you have chatos lazu oil lazu.
It's good. It's like goodbye.
I don't know about your wife, but my wife also it wasn't even with epidural. There wasn't a very smooth process. Okay, so yeah, the difference is that she doesn't swear anymore. Not giving birth. She swears about the condition of our life in a few minutes. What's going to happen to us soon? Okay, so chatos, what is it? So he says, Rashi says, you have over here two women. What? They each has to bring an oila and a chatos. But each one already brought one.
They got mixed up. It actually
What? So now Rachel has to bring. That's Rashi's case. Rachel has to bring a chatos. Leo has to bring an oila. Okay, Rachel has to bring a chatos.
Each already brought one of the other.
Each one brought one of them. So Rachel has to bring. Rachel, let's make it. Rachel has to bring a chatos. Leah has to bring a oila. Leah and oila.
They will have babies.
Well, they're babies, let's say, right?
Why is one bringing one a chatas and another?
No, because one they already brought two birds.
have to bring two.
Two birds, each one. One they brought, now you have the leftover, right? Now, chatos lazu, oil lazu, we have chatos for Rachel. And Leah and oil for Leo. Right? Also, shtehem lebalo came the coin. The first case is pretty easy. He went, they took both birds, they did up. What goes up? Only oil. But he did both up. So he ruled the chatos.
Chatas down.
He ruled it. So he did also shteh lebalo. Mechta kosher, but it's a puzzle. What is kosher? It's oil. What is puzzle? It's a chatos. Chatos do up. He ruled it. Shteh lebat, he did both at the bottom. Mechta kosher, but it's a puzzle. Why? Why?
Because only a chatos out of its location is possible.
Only no, because chatos is only belik. We're talking about he did the whole korban. Chatos he did the right location. He did it below, and the oil he did the wrong location. Right? Achas lebal, achas lebato. One up, one down. He doesn't know which one he did where. Shtem psulos, because he may have done the chatos above and the oil below. Puzzle. Shani oil chatos krevel lebalo. The oil krevel lebato. I'm assuming he made a mistake, so we have a problem. Says the Gemara, why? We just learned that oil that's done below can turn to be a chatos.
Okay.
So what do you say? Says the Gemara, sorry. Even though oil is done below, timshech v'tiyav chatas oif.
Okay. And therefore,
Why can't be chatas?
and therefore, you just have to bring another oila up, and then it's good.
Yeah, there only should be a chatas. Even though you would, let's say he did one up, one down.
Right.
So he's saying 1 second, he did down. So maybe the oil he did down.
And it turns into a chatas.
So what's about it? Turned to be a chatas. So
Chatas
you're
is
okay?
down, okay.
Okay?
So one of them should be good.
What?
But he brought two chatases.
No, it's two different people washing the boat.
Oh, so he's saying it's two different people. I want it to work for the other person. Meaning,
You
I'm
have to
getting.
order das for that. Oh, you for the
You can buy
specific
them all.
person?
It has to be for the right person.
Right.
That's what you're saying. It's very. That's what the Gemara says. Able domer v'shu b'chad gava b'tree gava b'yovar. One person I could change his oilo to be a chatos.
Not two people.
But to have the oilo of Leo work for the chatos of Rachel, that doesn't work. It's a different odor, right? It doesn't work. So Rashi says, so we have to add, even if she still owes a chatos. Let's say Leo did not bring her chatos yet. Right now she just bring oil. But he does it below. It's okay. It should work for her. So I'm saying no. I'm sorry. Erase what I just said the last sentence. Say you want it to work for Rachel. Say Rachel, from Leah to Rachel, it won't work. It has to be the same one. So that's not a question on Rabbi Yeshua. Rabbi Yeshua is the one who said, if I do oil on the bottom, you're good. Says the Gemara, Toshva, Chatos, Ve'oilo, Ve'stubo, Ve'fureshes. Let me get a little more complicated. Not so complicated, but a little more complicated. You're talking about now, you have 3 kedim. 3 kedim. What's a ked? Double bird. Double. Ked is two. You have 6. You have, it's called, you have 6 birds. Each one is a base gibel. You have each one is a bird. And each one together is a ked. Okay? Now, what happened was, you have, one of them is a chatos, and one of them is an oila. Okay? Now, this is talking about, we know, is chatos for Rachel, and the other one is oila for Leah. Okay, now we know. That is chatos oila. You clarified exactly what it is and for who it is. Vestubo ubefureshes. Let's focus on the fureshes. What does befureshes mean? You said that this is a chatos, and you said this is a oila, but you did not say who the owner is. I want to make sure that you could do it.
And then we'll choose it later.
Sorry, I called this chatos oil. The first case is chatos, is this case. Chatos and oila. I said a chatos, and I didn't say it for who. Befureshes, I said chatos for Rachel, oila for Leah. And the third one, I did not say what it is. It's stuba. 2 birds. I don't know who it belongs to. It wasn't designated who it belongs to, and it wasn't said if it's a chatos oil. So I have 2 birds over here. They bought it together. The 2 women went to the store, said, "Mister, can you give us 6 birds? We need 6 birds for 3 women." 3 women came to the store. Each bird has to go to a different woman. So there can be, let's say, 2 women, make it easier. So you have 2 women, and each one comes. They come to the person that says, "Give us please 6 birds." Right? Give us 6 birds. What are we going to do with it? Okay, so they take 1 bird. This will be my oila, says Leah. And Rachel says, this will be my chatos. And the other one, they say, this is oila chatos. They didn't say who's the owner. And the third one, they didn't say anything. That's called stuba. We don't know what it is. Now, also kulam labalo. He did all of them above. All of the top of his back. He did all 6. Right? He did all 6 in the top part of the mizbeach. This is the mizbeach. He did all 6 in the top. How many oilers do you have to bring out of the 6?
2.
3. Because each one is a chatas and all. I just didn't designate it. But I have to bring 3. So he did everything at top. So what happens then? Bechza kosher, bechza pasul. 3 okay, because they're oiler. 3 are not okay, because the chatas being done above.
Even if you were mafarish, which one's for which?
Location.
Right. Even though he's not mafarish, he did it stubble. He did it stubble, I say it goes that way. Good point.
You don't have to clarify who it's for.
So we'll see, and tomorrow's now, we'll get the next case where we clarify. Pasha's now here, you don't have to clarify. But he's doing it stubble, so he goes automatically where it's supposed to go. Kulu Labato, he did all 6 in the bottom of the Mizbech, over here. Bechza kosher, but suppose again, the 3 that are chatos, good. The 3 that are oila, no good. Chetzod Labato, Chetzod Labato, he did 3 above and 3 below. Eida Ksheiro, Ela Stubo. The only one who's kosher is the sasso. Which sasso? The one I did designate. So I brought 2 birds, and he did designate it. So one of them is oil, one is the chatos. So you can make it right now. Why? Do 1 above, 1 below. The one above is going to be the oil. The one below will be the chatos. And again, I made a decision. The other ones I don't know because I designated before. I don't know which one is which. So I may have put the chatos in the top, I may have put the oil in the bottom. In other words, the way they'll do it, because they were owners together, so I'll say the stuba works for, the chatos works for one, the other works for the other. But the other ones I designated, too bad. Because I may have mixed up. I may have done the oila below. Says the Gemara, what's the problem? Let's say he did the mistake. He did it below. And let's say it was the oil was done below. Oil done below, but there's a chatos. So when I have 6 birds, and I did 3 below, so one of them you say wasn't designated, so it's a kosher the chatos for the hadron. The other 2, I can't tell you it's okay, because maybe it's oil. Who cares it's oil? Oil below is a chatos. Oil below turns to be a chatos. Sound good? And we're talking about here, the truth is that, right, so and they're both owners. So you're not going from one gava to another gava, because they're both owners. Says the Gemara, and that's a problem. You said, according to Yeshua, that anything which is oilo, if you do it in the bottom to the chatos, you're good to go. So why are you saying here's an issue? He did 6, 3 of them he did at the top. Okay, that's puzzle. 2 of them are puzzle. The 3 he did at the bottom, 1 of them you said it's kosher, the other 2 are puzzle. Why the puzzle? Even if it's oilo, this will be okay. Says the Gemara, the chitebo, how to look at Yeshua. So you know what? You know what? You're right. According to Yeshua, it's kosher. The reason why the Mishnah tells me that's not good, because now I get Yeshua. It's like a blazer. So can you say that? And now the Gemara is going to bring the 3rd Mishnah of Seches Kiri that we're going to learn, which we're going to learn tomorrow, which is going to tell you the main point that we're trying to get to is the one who said it is Rabbi Yeshua. And from here we learned that Rabbi Yeshua is the one who says Seches Kiri. He's the one who touches Seches Kiri. So if he's the one who's teaching Seches Kiri, and he holds the chato oil below towards the chatos, so you have a problem over here. Why is this not working? And the one will be the Gemara's answers tomorrow. I'm going to give you a little preview. Preview of the spoiler alert.
Yeah, okay.
Spoiler, the what? That's going back to the discussion yesterday. Does it work for chatos or only works for not being a be'ilah? When we say that an oila turns to be a chatos, maybe it's not a chatos? That's it, I'm yaitzo. Or I'm saying no, it's only for be'ilah. So the Gemara's conclusion will be, it doesn't work as a chatos. So that will answer the question. So that's where we're going to. The Gemara's going to bring, what we're going to have, we'll leave for tomorrow, is the next Mishnah, which is a little more complicated than we looked at. I mean, you guys, the first 2 was like easy. There's nothing. So the 3rd one is going to be also easy. To figure out that we have a beautiful idea that comes out based on this, and what the Gemara's going to tell us. For this Mishnah, we see that our Seches Kiri is Rabbi Yeshua. That's what we tried to get. So we'll stop over here. You can press the button there at the back, the top. Press it a long press. I knew we could do it.